Bam. Nailed it. Got it in one.
Good claps.
This is your energy.
Applause all around.
Every time we do this, you're always like, "Yeah, we did it!"
You know,
every single time.
It's good to start off jazzed, you know?
Yeah.
Why
Everyone do your
not?
power poses real quick. All right.
Yeah.
I don't know what that
Hands
was.
in pockets.
Mark just took a
my
sip
power
of
pose.
alcohol. That was his
That's
power.
my power.
Yeah, my power pose is to take a sip of... Do you remember what liquor this is?
No,
You don't know,
just
didn't you
poured the
just drink
mystery
it?
booze from the fridge.
I checked on the bottle and it literally just said...
Question mark.
God. It certainly didn't specify what it was.
It's milk.
It was like clear liquor or something like that.
Or brown
Very-
liquor, or I don't know. Some,
Yeah.
some strange
John, it's
color that
clearly
doesn't
clear.
exist.
It looks like water, but it's not. It's strawberry flavored something yummy.
I don't know. I bought that so long ago. I can't believe you're drinking it.
It was 2022. It was either bought 2022 or it expired 2022.
Either way, you're drinking it.
It said
Drinking-
technically the bottle said born 2022. So whatever that
Are you
means
drinking
in this
children's
context.
Motrin that's just like gone bad or something like that?
That's when it was pissed out. Now you're-
Yeah, straight from the dick to the mouth.
All right.
That's what their bottles say.
Great start.
Some good Teemo energy. We good?
Yeah,
Uses
I
the
guess we're
logo on
good.
Hit tracks.
Save it for the podcast, John. These are all the best
Come on.
jokes.
All right. I did my swallow. You're good.
Oh, you.
I'll let Mark take his sip. Hello, loreheads, and welcome to the League, exploring the League of Legends lore from A to Z. My name is Rebecca.
And I'm John.
My name is Mark.
Today we're talking about the Swift Scout Teemo, who was released February 21st, 2009.
Yeah, he's so old. And we are also joined today on this episode by a very special guest, Felix. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure thing. I'm Felix. Played League since Season 3. And at the start of my League playing career, Teemo was actually my main for a good few years.
Oh, damn.
Aww.
Damn.
Do you still play Teemo?
Yes, but top lane is not my go-to anymore. I'm now a jungle main.
Aw, Teemo Jungle,
I
let's
like it.
go.
That's where Omega Squad Teemo belongs.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, is that why you decided to join us for Teemo? He was kind of like an early main of yours?
Yep. Also, because my current main is Evelyn, it's a little bit way too past for that, so... Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Hey, she got a Legends
now-
of Runeterra release.
That's true. Now, this one is going to work a little bit different than some of the guest episodes because Teemo on Universe
Not a lot going on.
has a bio.
Yeah, one of the oldest champions in the game on the Universe page, there is a bio.
It is, and that's it, folks. And,
And
let me
it's
tell
not
you,
much
when
of a bio, I'm going to
it's
tell you
not
right
a lot
now.
of a bio. So Felix is going to be joining us for this whole episode because there's not a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
So to that end, too, do you have any either socials or if people wanted to get a hold of you and you wanted them to get a hold of you, anywhere that they should reach out?
Yeah. I'm obviously here in the Discord as Stygian Tanuki. You can find me almost anywhere with that name. And I guess a small social would be my GitHub. I'm trying to be a website developer, and my goal now
Nice.
is to actually help fix up the Universe page.
Oh,
sweet.
hell yeah.
I love
A
that.
worthwhile goal, friend.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Enjoy sending that fucking mountain. Good night.
Honestly.
They said
You're
Targon
gonna be
was
a,
hard.
You're gonna be
Jesus.
an ass bank after this shit. That's cool as shit, though. Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Nice.
All right. Teemo impressions.
All right.
Can I do the one that I regularly say, like in my life? I think this is the only chance. You know how, but it's something people don't get. You know how like you'll say something a certain way because you're quoting a TV show or movie and people don't know that's what it's from because it's just a couple words. But I frequently say, "Yes, sir." As Teemo.
Nice.
And I'm always quoting Teemo when I say that. But
Very good. This is gonna be fucking hard. Size doesn't mean everything.
Oh, I love it. All right, Felix, you up.
Alright. I'll scout ahead.
oh, nice. That was adorable.
Love it.
Mm.
All right, John.
I've got two here.
Okay.
The base Teemo.
Sure, of course.
That's got a sting.
That was like sexy, Teemo.
Yeah.
That's got a sting.
Gotta put some ointment on it.
And then we got the lower. Everyone's on a clock, but only mine keeps ticking.
A Mega Squad Teemo is so freaking good.
I know.
Yeah.
He's got really good skins.
Yeah, he does.
And that's a very good impression too, of the Omega Squad one.
So we have no idea who does Teemo's bio. It's way too old. No one's credited. Obviously, no one's
It was
credited.
just Brandon Beck, probably. On like a napkin.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you're gonna say we have no idea who does Teemo's original voice, which is also true.
What? Yeah, also true. They had to get a new voice when, they did a bunch of skins.
Mm-hmm. But
I think from what I gather, the original one may have just been an employee. I just don't know who.
I'm sure it's just like, hey, you,
Yeah.
come here.
Stop cleaning that toilet and come write this bio.
Yeah.
Well, Teemo's
Who wants
bio.
to
I don't
do
have
it?
notes for it. I feel like I could summarize it pretty easily.
Go for it.
Teemo was a normal, murderous yordle in Bandle City. I felt like I was reading Omega Squad Teemo's bio because it's basically like the summary is he's a very warm and gentle person, but he'll also ruthlessly murder people out on the battlefield with a poisonous blow dart gun. And somehow he compartmentalizes it in a way that kind of terrifies the other Yordles because he's just like murder and then, hey guys! Anyway, that's Teemo. I think that's really all it said.
Yeah.
Yep.
This bio was a who's who of just non-canon shit.
Right? I should have expected it, right? Think Corky, think Heimer, but I feel like this is almost like this is like egregious almost. Just like it's like offensive to me. Like
It's
in
like
some
we
way.
wrote it as a joke of what Teemo's bio might be.
The thing is like, oh, man, yeah, entirely right. I don't know, when you got like Meglings showing up, it's like, ooh, it's a big fucking problem.
Here are three things that show up in this bio that you may be surprised or not. So Teemo's superiors quickly steered him towards the Scouts of the Mothership, which is one of Bandle City's most distinguished special forces unit alongside the Megling Commandos. So two things to note here. Obviously, like Mark mentioned, Meglings. We haven't gotten one of those since Tristana, I don't think.
Well, we won't know, will we, until we get there.
Yeah, we haven't done Tristana yet, John.
Duh.
Oh, yeah.
Learn the alphabet, dumbass.
How to letters.
Come on, Poppy's playing that song all day.
I'm just too busy bopping along to pay attention to the lyrics.
Like,
The letters. Second thing of note in that quote is Scouts of the Mothership. So
What the hell is that? Are they aliens?
Let me tell you a little bit about old York.
I was gonna say, you want to read Teemo's bio? Let's talk about old lore. That's literally all this is, right?
The lights just went
The
out.
lights just went out.
They heard us.
They did. Fucking mothership is here.
Omega Squad's
yeah.
coming.
Oh, God, you're right.
Just the windows break.
2, 3, 4. I heard you were talking shit.
Old Bandle City had a literal spaceship in the middle of it called the Mothership, which, I mean, they used to, I mean, presumably, I'm pretty sure, even old lore, they came from, like, a parallel dimension, as opposed to space, but they do just have a spaceship called the Mothership in the middle of Bandle City.
Is it just a Jefferson Starship joke that's just went awry, or like what's up?
I mean, we got a picture of it and everything.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's wild.
I forgot there was those two things in one sentence.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. There's so much to enjoy. 2. His record of success in defending Bandle City from infiltrators easily makes him one of the most dangerous Yordles alive, which obviously a little hard to infiltrate Bandle City now, given that the only way to get there is through portals that only the Yordles seem to be able to open. But, you know, old Bandle City, you just kind of walk through, you know? You just get a little...
I was very confused when I was reading it. I was like, are the Yordles fighting a lot of wars here? Like...
Apparently, right?
Now I'm curious
Apparently?
what the canon's going to be. Teemo's just murders for fun. There's no wars involved.
Teemo's like, just like Kled, basically.
Oh, he's like the Jinn of Bandle City.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Or Kled. Kled makes more sense, I guess.
I guess. Yeah.
And then this final fun bit. His signature weapon, a blowgun, uses a rare Ajunta poison he personally gathers from the jungles of Kamungo.
Hey.
I don't know what that is.
That's the old place where, like, Zyra came from and Rammus.
I
Italy,
figured it was
I
the
think,
old
yeah.
Ishtal. Like, that was, yeah.
Essentially, they're very similar in that it's just a place where they stick people that they don't know what the fuck they're gonna do with them.
This thing's weird.
This thing's weird.
Kamungo to you!
Yeah.
So, Felix, how are you going to fix this?
Probably remove anything with Kamunga. Just have him just explore Ixtal. Ixtal needs some love. Let Teemo be a scout that's mainly in Ixtal.
Sure.
That'd be fun, him roaming around there. I feel like he'd be friends with Nico.
Yeah, he's friends with everyone he doesn't have to kill.
Yeah.
I want to see him fight Rengar.
I mean, he's a pretty auto-attack heavy champ. I feel like Teemo's got the edge.
I mean, Rengo and Yordles, it's a fun pairing. Keep doing it. I want the only thing Rengar
right?
to ever interact with be Yordles.
He just keeps trying to find dangerous prey, and he keeps running into Yordles.
But they turn out to be the most dangerous prey of all, right?
They are. Mm-hmm.
And they all refuse to refer to him by name.
Sure. Oh, I see how it is. Drop one too many Rangos, and then you catch shit. Yeah.
Well,
So, that's all that's on Universe. Now, I will say, there is one other thing, which was for Legends of Runeterra. It was released with a bunch of cinematics, but there is a field journal.
I think this was a Wild Rift, actually.
Oh yeah, that makes sense, Wild Rift.
I mean, that damn wonderful cinematic was for Wild Rift. It wasn't for Runeterra.
I mean, although there are several Runeterra ones with
That is true.
with Teemo too. But yes, so this is a mission journal, and the story's not even the journal. The story's just some random. I don't even think we ever find out who it is. Just someone who's exploring and reading Teemo's journal for tips on the various places they're going.
The Riot Games Twitter is who it is.
I think it might be Von Yip, because it's that he's listed, but I haven't seen
really?
it. Yeah.
Oh, really?
I'm
That's
taking
interesting.
a quick look around, but I don't see anything with Von Yip, but he might be the one that's the author of it. Or not the author, but like helped with it.
You know what? No one is going to confirm one way or the other. So this is canon now.
There it is.
It is Von
Canon
Yip,
in the-
100%. Yeah, so he's just going around to different regions. There's some interesting things in this story. It says, you know, he goes to Freljord and said, the Freljord's a harsh wilderness, but no terrain is too tough for a scout. I do wish I had a big fur hat and gloves, maybe a green coat with furry lining. A Yordle can dream. And like, my man, you are a fur coat. And you have gloves and a hat.
It's not
but
the
he's got like
same.
summer fur, you know? He needs like
Yeah, he
winter
needs
fur.
He's gonna grow
His
in
winter
that.
coat.
Yeah, it's like how Mark and Sarah put sweaters on their little dog because
true.
she's not built for the winter.
Yeah, that's true. She's a spindly little thing. She's from Texas also, so.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is an interesting bit, which is also now canon because no one will tell me otherwise.
Oh.
Teemo went to Targon. And more specifically, he said most looked on in confusion as the naive Yordle began his ascent, and more looked on in awe as he came skipping back down, merrily crossing the Targonian mountaineering task from his meticulously maintained merit badge list. Why he decided to take to the mountain, and more importantly, whether or not he actually made it to the top, remains a super serious Bandle Scout secret. So, like, is Teemo an aspect now?
I love that.
That's what I was thinking.
was my-
Like, it would make sense.
What is he the aspect of, do we think?
Maybe in a sense.
Aww, but he
murder.
murdered. Yeah.
Of getting away with it.
It's the aspect of getting away with it.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was
God.
my favorite bit of all of this, by the way, was that he kind of just like, almost, I don't know, it makes me think like Looney Tunes or like SpongeBob almost. I don't know. That's the vibe I get from it. Very funny.
Yeah.
Now, I also have a bit of proof from this story that Teemo is just now a Pokemon trainer.
Is he an aspect? Is he a Pokemon trainer?
Why
Can be
not
both.
both?
A lot of 10-year-old aspects out there.
Yes. I mean, more than you'd think.
I guess not all Pokemon trainers have to be 10.
More than zero. I mean, you know. It's
Yeah,
like,
more than 0.
Such as Zoe?
she's probably close to 10. I don't know how old she's actually her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever.
God, I feel like, yeah, we don't know how old that one that left Targon in the last episode was either.
Oh, yeah.
She wasn't that old.
It's true.
She was like 16 or something, right? If
yeah.
that?
I guess that's like, yeah, it's not, yeah.
All right, so I arrived in the Freljord to track down a Rhyme Fang wolf. One of those would sure make a great pet. And then next, I pulled out my trusty blow darts, but it was only some forest spirits. Ionia is full of magic like that, and here I thought it might be a scaled snapper. I considered recruiting one of the spirits as a pet, but they seemed a bit too squeamish. They're squishy.
Squishy.
Squishy. And then he went to Bilgewater, which, you know, we actually kind of got the aftermath of, but I'm here because of a rumor Tristana mentioned. A soul-devouring sea worm was spotted in the city. Without a doubt, that would be a perfect pet.
Aww.
Ironically, he was in Piltover, and the only thing he mentioned there were cats. But he is specifically not interested in a cat as a pet. There are too many cats in Bandle City, and he doesn't want another one.
Okay.
Sure. And maybe because he already has a pet, also.
That's true, the soul-devouring sea worm. He did get it.
He did.
Good for him. Got that Gyarados, man.
Yeah, this is the only other kind of story bit that I was able to find for Teemo. I don't know if anyone else found anything else.
No, I mean, there's some cinematics, but they're
Yeah.
not like, I mean, not like, obviously, right, like Tales of Runeterra or whatever, but yeah, didn't find anything. And I think it's like, when I say egregious, it's just because Teemo's like one of those face, like, we're all wearing fucking Teemo hats.
We are
Right.
literally, and we didn't even check. We turned on the camera and saw Mark in his Teemo hat. We did not talk about this beforehand.
Yeah, right.
You
So it's
can't
like-
not.
Yeah.
I think he might get at least an updated bio.
Right?
Like anything.
It's not like they've given up on Teemo in general. He still keeps showing up and shit.
John interrupted you, Felix.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry.
No, I was gonna say, my one question about the whole thing with Teemo is that there's in his bio they talked about how Yordles like can't really do isolation, and Teemo's the only one out of all the Yordles for the most part that can handle the isolation. I really want to know what's more in his mind, honestly. 'Cause-
Yeah, no, I'd say that's one part of the bio that was kind of interesting.
And that actually tied back to I feel like
Vigar,
a
right?
story. Yeah, Vagar, when we talked about him with Mordekaiser, I think it was.
Yeah.
When he like isolated Vagar, and that's what drove him crazy.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe something
God,
there.
a Teemo point of view story. That would be interesting. There's something real dark in there that we just don't see. It's the aspect. Yeah, it's really canon Teemo. I feel like Riot doesn't know how to fit Yordles into this world that they've made, and they keep changing it. I don't know, man. You got all kinds of weird shit in this world. Just let the Yordles be. It's fine.
Yeah.
I like a lot of the new ideas they've come up with for it. I just would like them to retroactively apply them now.
Yeah. We'll talk about the cinematic that came out a few years ago, which is, I think, my favorite cinematic. But I felt like that, it's just such a fun way to see Yordles actually in the world. And I think Yordles in the world is really fun. And
Yeah.
I'd like them to lean into that more. I'm very curious about the game, because the Yordle farming sim just got announced recently.
Very excited.
Gonna play the shit out of that.
Yeah, that seems really up y'all's alley.
It does.
Absolutely.
It's very up my
just
alley.
finished a farming sim, like, it was a week before. I just finished Sunhaven, like, right before they announced it.
Sure. Will you remember the name of your Yordle wife this time?
Yeah, are you gonna remember her name?
We'll see.
Wait,
I'll name her
Mary?
Teemo so I don't forget.
Lovely.
If there's a romance aspect to this, please do that. I don't think you get to name your wife.
Shenanigans.
I'm pretty
You'll
sure
name
that's
your
how
farm,
it works.
Teemo.
Yeah.
What was your name before we got married?
You wouldn't even remember. It doesn't matter anymore.
Exactly.
Shit.
So do we want to talk about some old lore or the cinematics first? Because he is part of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 cinematics.
I mean, I guess old lore. I know he's in a few JOJ articles.
Yeah.
The bio's pretty much the same as far as I could tell.
Did we have any final thoughts on canon Teemo? So putting quotes, because that's not even canon. There is no canon Teemo.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on it?
I just wish we could have more. Just anything like...
Or something,
Yeah,
right?
just anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a real bummer.
I think a point of view of him climbing Mount Targon, that would be...
Yo,
That'd be
great.
I want that so bad.
Sure. Yeah.
Point of view of him murdering someone.
Because imagine, okay, so Tarek was haunted the entire climb up.
What's
by,
Teemo
by the
haunted
spirits of
by?
like the few people that he abandoned and died, but like it is Teemo's done a lot of murder. Who do you think
Apparently.
is chasing him up this mountain?
Or what if all
I guess
the
you
aspects...
wouldn't notice it.
What if all the aspects are afraid
That's
of him?
I love that even more. He gets up there and they're all like, no,
Oh shit.
Absolutely
Nope,
not.
Nope.
you need to go, man.
It was like a 15-minute
Don't worry what you
hike.
do with that mushroom.
Fuck.
Yeah. I think the only canon we have that is probably still canon is that he's besties with Tristana.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
been consistent
They're
the
good
whole
friends.
time.
Yeah.
That is true. Yeah.
So one thing about it, or a few things about his old bio. One thing that I liked was that they specified that all the other scouts fill their backpack with enough survival gear to sustain each of them for more than a month. Which I feel like actually looks a lot more like the backpacks that current Yordles carry in the cinematics. Like the, what's her name? Starts with an A, but the Legends of Runeterra Yordle. Her backpack is massive. That's kind of what I imagine.
Sure. Yeah.
A few other things to mention. Bantam City is mentioned here, which I think is their old Bandle City.
Oh, really?
Oh.
And
I didn't see this one.
Bandle City is not... Bandle City is not the whole area. The whole area is called Yordle Land.
So it's it's not. No, it's not.
They really dug deep for that one, but they got it.
Hey, Bill, you remember to replace Yordle Land before you published that bio, right? I thought you were going to do it, Steve.
I don't have the login. And we've come full circle with you.
Yordle Land. It's like the theme park you go to
Right.
for Yordles.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so Yordle Land and Bantam cities, the old Bandle city. For the record, in this old lore too, it says in Teemo's best-selling autobiography, Accuracy by Volume, which is the name of it, the leader of the Bandle City Scouts, which for the record, Bandle City there, I don't know what happened. This seems like a control
There was one
F.
typo. Yeah.
Expands on Yordle military tactics such as blow dart carpet bombing and filling trebuchets with poison-tipped sewing needles.
Carpet bombing. See, like getting rid of fleas or something.
The more deadly kind. Though he can often be found in the courtyard outside the practice arenas, signing copies of the book, Teemo's really at the League of Legends for another reason. He has come as the emissary for the entire Yordle nation to petition the Institute of War to start a new type of tournament. His proposition includes wood carving, rope bridge building, and campfire cooking to the list of approved forms of combat sanctioned inside the League. So far, he hasn't had much luck.
So he wants to bring the Boy Scouts to the League.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was
The
as
Bandle
far as
City
they got. It's like, what if it's a Boy Scout? That's a thing. Oh, man.
Someone was really into Boy Scouts in these early Riot days.
Sure. Yeah, some
Teemo
Eagle
was his
Scout wrote
baby.
this shit.
Yeah.
Right. Now show's been 4, I think, Journal of Justice articles. So the first one we talked about a bit with Poppy already. This is issue 13, where a Bandle City shipment of ale was hijacked. This particular shipment was on its way to a celebration commemorating Poppy's appointment as envoy between Demacia and the Yordles. And as the article puts it, the shorties weren't exactly planning on letting this little incident go. So a special task force of Bandle City Scouts and Meglin Commandos, led by Teemo and Tristana, were sent to take care of the situation, but once they got on board the ship, all the pirates were just wasted. They had already drank all the ale, and all the merchandise was gone, so the Yordles were pretty pissed. They tried to get the League to make Bilgewater pay for the losses, but Bilgewater refused to take responsibility for the action of a few pirates. Classic Bilgewater.
Right, riveting stuff.
Riveting stuff.
Yeah.
Now, the next one he shows up in is the first of 3 ongoing storylines here. This one is issue 19, The Horseshoe Heist. Vagar, who's never explicitly called out in this article, but even before reading on, you clearly know it's Vagar, stole 1 horseshoe from all of the horses in Bandle City.
Pure evil he is.
Everyone was confused, more than anything, but most found it a good opportunity to replace overdue horseshoes, and then a benefit banquet was held to pay back the farmers who had lost horseshoes, and it was attended by Teemo and Tristana. And they raised more money than needed, so the mayor decided to make it an annual event, and in the end, everyone was really thankful for this mysterious horseshoe heister. And then issue 23, called The Balloon Burglary. At a semi-annual bake sale for the Tender Feets, and no, it's not it's not a typo, it's the Tender Feets.
Ew. Riot. It's gross.
Well,
Is that their version of Wiki Feet, you think?
That's how you
we
match
talked
when you
about
go to
someone there
feet,
being
right?
super into Boy Scouts. The Boy Scout rank in this case is a tenderfoot.
Tenderfoot, yeah.
Oh, I made it dirty.
I would imagine if you wanted to pluralize it, you'd call them the Tender Feet. I don't think anyone's calling them the Tender Feets. Ever.
The Tender
But-
Feetsies.
A cute little Wardle might. Wardle.
Silly Wardle.
Wardle with the Tender Feet.
We should have done the whole episode talking like that.
Ew, yeah, excuse me, yeah. People are going to turn it off immediately.
Right.
Nope. Fuck that.
So the children had just finished setting up the decorations for the bake sale when all the balloons were sucked into a black hole. Teemo and Tristana were there
A black
in support.
hole?
I know, could have been anyone.
Okay.
So Teemo and Tristana were there in support of the org and investigated. Teemo said, "There's something else going on. If the burglar really wanted to ruin the bake sale, he would have stolen the cupcakes. Why the balloons? If there's one thing I've learned when I was a tenderfoot myself, it's to never underestimate an enemy, even an enemy who steals balloons." Which gave me real big fucking Robin from the original, like, Adam West Batman.
Oh my god, you're right.
I'm kind of liking this little thing, honestly. This is kind of fun.
I'd watch this cartoon.
Right?
Yeah.
You'd read this board book to a small
Yeah.
baby.
Oh, yeah, I would.
Anyway, the kids were super bummed. So people bought way more than they would have normally, and they had to end the bake sale early because they fully sold out. One supervisor said, "We've been more successful than we were in the past several bake sales. We probably raised enough to afford new uniforms and a field trip into the Sablestone Mountains. Perhaps we owe our thanks to this balloon burglar after all." Then finally, issue 27, you're not gonna fucking believe this, it was Vagar behind it all. So he stole all the stuff. His plan was to attach the horseshoes to the balloons
Okay.
and then enchant them in such a way that he could hook the horseshoes to the mothership, because he wanted to steal the mothership, and then enchant the balloons to raise the mothership up.
Like the movie Up.
Like the movie Up.
Okay.
So, anyway, it kind of looks like he's going to get away with it for a minute. But then,
For those meddling yordles.
a flock of sharp-winged geese fly by, which, if you're a tenderfeets, you know, sharp-winged geese always migrate around this time.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, if Vagar had just been a tenderfeets,
Sure.
he would have known this. But they pop all the balloons except for one. Vagar hops on the one that's not popped, then flies away. But then Teemo uses his blowgun to pop it from a distance, and he falls outside Bandle City.
And he died.
And then he died.
Probably.
Also, the mothership then dropped when all the balloons popped, and received no damage. And at the end of the day, the only impact to the entire heist was that it seems like the mothership may have shifted slightly to the left.
I thought it was gonna like fix something. Like, oh, it actually
This is
fixed
some
some
real.
problem
That
we
would
were
have been
having.
really funny, actually.
Couldn't get the
Very
start.
Looney Tunes. This whole
Yeah,
thing.
right.
It was very loony.
Yeah, you can picture that little Vygar outline just in the ground or whatever.
Right?
His little foot up and it twitches.
Fuck.
But yeah, that's old Teemo.
Okay.
That's pretty cute. I kind of like that,
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah,
it's pretty cute.
Yeah.
They're fun. They have fun.
They have fun here. Sometimes. Sometimes they have too much fun at the Drill of Justice. I'll say.
A little bit too much
Gotta
fun.
rate it back a little bit.
Now, I tried to organize these for a little bit in kind of chronological order, the cinematics, and then I also gave up.
Who gives a
At some
shit?
point.
It's fine. He's only in like a handful of them.
How dare you?
John, I know you. It's gonna be his hat
How
painted on a
dare
wall or
you.
something. For sure, that's one of them. Is that a Teemo hat is painted?
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
There's gonna be some shroom sticker somewhere. It's gonna be on like
Mushroom
Yone's
sticker.
DJ.
Ooh, we called two of them already. The mushroom sticker is probably in KDA, is my guess.
Close.
I'm guessing it's Giants.
Star
and
Guardian?
It's on
Yeah,
like a
it's
Yone.
Oh, Giants. Okay. And then the painted Teemo.
I mean, are we gonna include
This one might
We're not
surprise
including
you.
Arcane, are we? Because I know
We are including
Oh, I was gonna say
Arcane.
Arcane. Yeah.
Anywho,
Now that we've spoiled two.
now
of
that you've
them.
spoiled two of my great surprise. First up is Clash of Fates, which is the launch cinematic. You know, he's in the big lineup at the end. His
Fuck
silhouette,
yeah.
at least.
Sure.
Then, more importantly, Dominion, where Teemo, Jarvan, Lux, Ryze, and Aurelia are on a team in Dominion. Teemo shows up near the end to blind Mordekaiser while he's fighting Ryze, which, sure, I don't think it'll do much, but go off, Teemo.
This old
They
Mord.
have... There's an MF right there, but yeah, whatever, blind the Mord.
You sound like
She's
my
AP,
AD
she's
carry.
APMF.
I'm playing support Teemo. I'm doing my best. Shut up.
Also, this is the first time we get to see the eyes of this Stone Cold Killer.
Oh.
And then he tries to cap a point.
Did you take
I
a picture
took a
of it?
picture. He tries to cap a point, but Swain just pops out and fucking vaporizes him. Teemo eyes. Y'all aren't gonna see this, but Rebecca will.
Teemo eyes.
That's the appropriate
recoiling.
response.
She has a physical reaction to it.
So, there's that. I'll even hold on. I'll
You gotta show
I'll
him.
copy this real quick and just drop it into the private chat for y'all.
I feel like I've seen this and my mind erased it. It scrubbed it.
I'm just gonna Google Teemo eyes. I bet you I can find
No,
it.
I'm pasting it in chat. Don't worry.
No, it's coming. Let y'all do it. You
Okay.
have to have the moment at the same time.
All right. Well, hold on. I gotta get out of.
Paste it in
It's gonna
there.
fuck up the video, but whatever. You can fix it.
You gotta upload the file, honey.
I didn't save the file,
What?
Why would you say that? You don't want that shit
Copy
saved to your
pasted.
hard drive.
right? Fuck that.
I don't know.
All right. Well, you can. Oh wait, never mind. No, not gonna let me. All right, you're gonna have to Google Teemo
Save
eyes.
it to your computer.
I don't want that shit in my
So
search
much
history,
work.
man.
It's fine. It's fine. Nothing's going on. Felix, I'm so sorry this is the episode you're in.
It's all good.
There's like nothing to talk about.
Oh fuck. Okay. I found it. Oh shit.
All right, he's found it. I'm not saving it.
Oh,
Can you
Ooh.
drag it and drop it? Felix needs to see it.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
I really hope that's not what that is.
Probably is. If you're horrified, it probably is that.
That is no.
Oh,
Hey!
there we go. All right,
Oh, it
pasting
is.
in the chat.
Oh no. I don't.
I was gonna ask why are his eyes always closed, and now I know.
Because otherwise,
That's what we get. Riot, stop it, Riot.
Stop it.
Stop it. Bad
That's a
Riot.
bad
That's
Riot.
a bad Riot. Drop it.
In their defense, they didn't put this out. Maybe that was
That's
the
true.
reason.
That was the whole reason.
This is the reason
They're like,
why.
no, we can't put this out. The players are gonna rub our nose in his eye.
These are what the aspects fear. These eyes.
That doesn't teach them anything. Just teaches them to be afraid of the eyes. They're still gonna make them. For anyone training dogs out there.
Oh fuck.
You know what? The more I look at it, the more it's growing on me.
Oh no.
Then we're gonna have to close it.
No, keep him there, man. Aw.
This is
They're
like an
hypnotizing
eldritch
her.
horror.
I'm
That's
printing
what's
it out. I'm
happening
printing it
here.
out. It's going in our bedroom.
It's fucking, you've stared into the void too long and it started staring back.
It's still up there. Hey, little guy. Oh, he's cute though.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
I just
Okay,
pictured that
okay, it's
image
gone
hanging
now.
over my bed, and it's like,
I was thinking of it going.
Watching. Always watching.
The sleep paralysis demon.
No.
Now, in the Mac launch trailer, we've got a twofer. In addition to Teemo Shrooms being in the cinematic, so is his blowgun.
Oh, okay.
oh nice.
Yeah,
Cool.
that's half of Teemo right there. So
That's all.
now we have the Legends of Runeterra cinematics. We've got Beyond the Bandlewood, which follows a Bandle scout named Ava as she and Book travel to various areas to gather materials to build a float for a big Bandlewood festival. Teemo seems in charge of building the float, So Ava starts in Bandle City, tries to get help from Vagar and Ziggs, fails because they're Vagar and Ziggs. Then she finds Book, and Book's portals, so she uses those to travel around the world. More specifically in this one, to Zon, where Caitlyn is chasing a chem thug, and Ava falls on top of him. Which, incapacitates him because, as I mentioned, she's got a month worth of supplies in her backpack. So she asks Kate, like, hey, where can I find these things? Kate's like, not here, but points Ava in the right direction, in somewhere else other than Piltover and Zon, which somehow I don't feel like Kate's the leave Piltover type, but whatever. She knew where to find that shit, so... and then the follow-up to this is a curious journey where Ava has found the materials and a Gnar, and returns in time to finish building the float. Success!
Woo!
Woo!
Yay.
These ones are cute.
You're hanging out with your toddler too much, Mark. Yay!
Hey, good job.
Yeah, stop hanging out with your toddler.
Yeah, stop hanging out with your kid.
I'll let her know
Fucking
she's
weirdo.
a fucking lame-o. What do you call that, walking? Oh, good job. You stumbled.
Yeah, at least she's walking. Poppy's still refusing.
Next up, we got Don't Mess with Yordles. That's the one that
So
you
good.
liked.
Yeah.
This one is
That everyone likes.
Yeah, everyone likes it. This is another Legends of Runeterra one, just in a different style. So Teemo went to Bilgewater looking for that soul-devouring sea worm Tristana told him about to make it a pet, but he gone done got captured by Graves in a runic iron cage. So Tristana, Lulu, and Corky mount a daring rescue plan to save him, which works.
It's so good.
So good.
Very
And he got-
entertaining. Very
Yeah,
cute.
he got a scout badge for that one too. So good on you, Teemo.
That is not mentioned at all in his bio, by the way. The whole scout thing and badges.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
Not really, right? Not the badges, anyway.
Yeah, no.
I like the idea that
Weird.
he gave himself the badge. He's doing it like, giving it, presenting it, and then running around. He's like, thank you. It's like, I'm not letting this.
It's like the chess scene in the Pixar.
Yeah, sure, something like
The
that.
short film.
Yeah.
All the badges are actually like trophies too from people he's killed.
Oh, shit.
It's a little finger. We're getting very pyro
my
again with this team.
That's true. Next up, we have Beyond the Garden, which is a canon Lilia cinematic.
Okay.
But the Teemo in this cinematic is Spirit Blossom Teemo.
Okay.
So kind of a mixed on whether it's canon or non-canon, but I'm putting it in canon because otherwise there's just nothing canon for Teemo. So this is a cinematic where Lilia kind of meets some of the other Spirit Blossom spirits, and Teemo's there. He's being mischievous, like Teemo do.
Okay.
On the weekends, this is what he does. He just guides spirits.
He LARPs.
He has no idea that he's actually like with other Spirit Blossom people. He just thinks it's all a game.
All
Basically,
right, you got me. I'm out.
Kind of a scare. Yeah. Speaking of got me, next one is You Really Got Me.
Oh, wow. What a
This is
segue.
the right. Now this is the Wild Rift one where Jinx pulls Teemo, Lux, Blitzcrank, and Yasuo into a Wild Rift match. Now Blitz has been playing catch with himself in an alley before being pulled in, and his ball gets pulled in with him. So when it starts, Teemo makes friends with Blitz by giving him his ball back. And then at one point, Camille's going to jump on Teemo, but Blitz pulls her right before she gets there and tosses her into a field of Teemo shrooms.
Nice.
She just barely misses all of them, though. But then, Teemo tosses that Blitzcrank ball and explodes a mushroom, and it explodes the whole field. Full circle. Chekhov's dodgeball.
Beautiful.
Now, anytime he's not actively tossing mushrooms in the cinematic, by the way, he's just riding on Blitz, either like in his hand or on his shoulder. It's pretty cute. Which I think should be added to the game because there aren't enough things from Bandle City that ride other champions around.
That's right. And maybe he could have his own board game where he's riding Blitz around, and perhaps a rhythm game of some kind. Yeah.
Next up, we have Arcane. Teemo shows up twice. In episode 2, when the group is hiding out in the arcade after showing up Milo at the shooting gallery, Powder walks over and starts playing an arcade machine with Teemo on it. And then later, when Silco is visiting Marcus's daughter to threaten him, one of his gross goons is reading a kid's book with a Teemo in it.
Ooh, I don't think I remember that one. I only remember the arcade.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, there's Teemo kids books and Teemo arcade games here, which, leads me to believe he's cute and also a killer in this universe.
It's kind of weird, because it seems like Teemo's like some sort of ancient spirit that all the like fairy tales are based off.
Some say.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what happens when you become an aspect.
You get a video game, book licensing. Oh man, I gotta get some of that aspect money.
And then we talked a little bit about Giants. There's a sticker, and also for the record, Giants also a little Devil Teemo head at one point too. So there's a twofer in Giants too.
Oh shit.
Then in the Immortal Reminder music video, Pentakill's playing a song in Bandle City, basically just wrecking Bandle City. And Teemo, whose specific job it is in all iterations of the lore to protect Bandle City, tries to fight back, but he's small and spends the whole video trying to just climb up the cliff where they're all playing. And when he finally makes it to the top, he gets punted off the cliff.
This was just fan service, Riot, and you know it.
It was. And the video ends with him landing hard on the ground, his blowgun landing on top of him.
Why is he always fighting Mordekaiser? What's the deal with that?
We need to dig into this. Maybe because, he can handle the isolation. He knows Mordekaiser has no power over him, so he's always picking fights.
Maybe. They should put all those kids into Teemo, not Rel.
Well, Teemo's not very good at it, so maybe.
I guess that's a fair point, yeah.
And then finally, he shows up in Ignite at the end of the video when we flash to the girl's house and she's like watching a league match on the computer or waiting to play a league match on the computer. She has a Teemo hat and a Teemo pillow, which her cat, who is dressed as Rengar, is just tearing apart.
It was probably a very expensive pillow. She should stop it.
It was probably a good...
Very expensive cat.
Yeah. Or is it just a costume? Or is it actually a Rengar cat?
It's a good question. She seems the type that would have painted her cat to look like Rengar and then also given it an eye patch.
Yeah, get full authenticity. We'll take the eye.
Alright, Teemo skins. He has so many.
Mm-hmm.
Teemo's got a lot of skins.
Those skins don't have a lot of lore.
They don't have a ton. I think that the biggest one really is... What is it? Spirit Blossom. A lot of the others don't have a ton behind them. Alright, let's do it. Hold on, I'm going to take a drink first.
Do it. Quench your thirst. Drink that strawberry whatever it is. Oh. You look like you wanted to spit it
strawberry
back.
clear liquor.
He's going for a double? Oh, here we go.
Whew. First up, Legacy. Treasures from days long past, glimmering just within reach. This one is Badger Teemo and Recon Teemo,
God.
which don't have any lore.
These are so
But as a bit of personal lore,
old.
Badger Teemo is specifically the skin that made us name our old ferret Teemo.
Oh, fuck. Wow. That unlocked a memory. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've seen Recon Teemo. What is this?
Holy shit, this
A
is so
recolor.
bad.
Oh, it's just a recolor.
Of
This
Recon
is so
Teemo.
fucking bad.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this
Holy
is
shit.
this would be considered a badly designed chroma by today's standards.
I won't tell you.
Next up we have Cottontail. It's rabbit season. Fine folk up and down the bunny trail are dressed in their bun day best. Eggs painted and smiles wide. Here's hoping it helps you with holiday cheer.
They did not say bun day. Beth.
You
Did
bet
you
they
write
did.
this?
I should have.
This is John's favorite Teemo skin.
It is. Now this one's Cottontail Teemo. Eggs are lame, right? They're round, they break easily.
They're ovals.
Eggs need a major facelift. Introducing Teemo. He's cute, he's annoying, but most of all, he'll paint all your eggs for you, maybe turning 1 or 2 or 7 into life-threatening explosives. Now, fun fact on this one. I don't know if this still is the case or not, but it was at least that when he taunts, you can hear it globally with this skin particularly.
I doubt that's still true, right?
I hope maybe they just he has so many skins that like we can leave it in because there's so many that the
no one's
stats
picking this one except for John.
Except for me.
We'll have to
There's
test it.
something just satisfying about his walking animation is so satisfying because he just bounces everywhere, and then when people find one of your Easter eggs, it's like you win, but you lose.
Pain.
Felix, what skin do you use when you play
good question.
Teemo?
I actually switch between the Spirit Blossom Prestige and the Space Groove, and mostly for the Prestige Spirit Blossom because he looks like a Tanuki, and those are one of my favorite animals.
Oh yeah,
Fair.
Oh, nice.
That's cute.
That is fitting. Next up we have Silver Age. The Rift's greatest superheroes and most dastardly villains, available at a comic store near you. This one is Super Teemo. Evildoers beware, the arch-villain turned superhero, Teemo, knows how you think, and he is ready to strike back in the name of peace and justice. With a single deafening blast, Teemo's super sigil bursts open to envelope flows in a specially formulated toxin, leaving them ready for capture and incarceration. Thanks, Teemo.
God.
You said envelope. I think it's
I did.
Andela.
I did. All right.
I like the arch villain turned hero part of it. I will say that's kind of fun.
It's fitting because he's definitely like at least part villain, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, we got Wonders of the World. Individuals hailing from the far-flung universe of Earth, where giant statues come to life and everyone is wearing a fun hat. Which, I mean, I guess they got us on that one.
We all wearing fun hats. That's true.
It's a lot like Runeterra, if you think about it. This one's Panda Teemo. Pandas aren't naturally aggressive towards humans, but, this isn't a panda. It's Teemo dressed as a panda. Stay alert.
It's just a sign posted. Just a trail.
Abandon all hope. This is what that's called?
Yeah, so the Omega Squad AU is called War is Heck.
That's so good.
When the war came, Omega Squad was sent to end it. Now, only one of them remains. A Yordle with no battles left to fight but his own. This one's Omega Squad Teemo. Teemo once lived by a code. He's long since forgotten what it was, or even what started the fighting. But he does remember 2 things. Nobody's innocent, and always settle your scores. And this was a little in-game cinematic to go along with it, called Rescue Teemo, or Operation Rescue Teemo, where Teemo's being kept in a wooden cage by Headhunter, Nidalee, Rengar, Caitlyn, Akali, and Master Yi, and then Omega Squad, Twitch, Tristana, Veigar, and Fizz come to the rescue. There's actually a pretty cool moment at the end, because it's all, just like in-game fighting and shit. But there, at the end, Fizz tries to hit Akali with an ult, but she's just out of range. It looks like she's going to get away, and then Tristana drops in front of her and ults her back into the Fizz ult, and then Veigar drops a cage right around the Fizz ult so she can't get out, and then she gets eaten by the Fizz ult, and it was pretty neat.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So fun fact about Teemo, if you look at all of the other Omega Squad splash arts, you can actually see his kind of pre-breakdown self.
Oh.
Old non-Omega Squad Teemo is in all of the splash arts. It's just kind of like normal, regular old Teemo.
Ooh, I'm about to check that shit out. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Now I gotta look this up.
So yeah, now he's just a remorseless killing machine.
I think around the time the skin was coming out as well, there was a whole web page dedicated just to Teemo.
There was,
Yes.
and all of his various trophies that he had taken from his victims.
Pretty cool stuff.
Y'all want to know what some of those trophies were?
Yes.
Yes.
Do.
So he's got the interesting thing about the trophies too is they were not just champion trophies; they're also skin-specific champion trophies. So he's got an alien invader Heimerdinger portrait in Wrench. He's got Sailor Gangplank's cutlass and outfit. He's got Matador Alistar's nose ring and outfit. Yeah, Special Force Gangplank's pistol. Red Baron Corgi's helmet. Red Riding Annie's outfit with a hanged tibbers. Surprise Party Fiddlestick's outfit and random body parts. He's got Helmet Bro's helmet. Firefighter Tristana's helmet. Scuba Gragas's outfit, Toxic Dr. Mundo's syringe and outfit, Safari Caitlin's sniper rifle, Shamrock Malphite's body parts, Olaf's axes, Pharaoh Amumu's portrait and outfit, Crimson Akali's portrait, Caterpillar Kog'Maw's body parts, Nar's headdress, Zyra's thorns, and Ziggs's bombs.
Damn, that's a lot of shit.
He's got a lot of shit in his little
He's
cave.
hunting the skins even. Nice, good stuff.
Now he's in bees.
Bees!
Buzz. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Buzz. Buzz, buzz. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Buzz. And this is BMO. To BMO or not to BMO? That is
That is not what this says.
There's like a half second of realization of what the fuck you were about to say.
Oh my god.
Fun fact on this one, BMO can actually be seen in the 2018 Pool Party Splash, which is the one with like Zoe, Kate, and GP. So, you know, these AUs might be connected.
Who's in his splash? Getting dumped out of a bunch of honey. It looks like Shen, but he's real tiny.
Singed.
Oh, it's Singed? I can't
Ooh.
tell.
It's
It
tough.
might be.
Are they missing an
singed.
arm?
Oh no,
You
his.
got me.
It looks
Oh,
like they're
wait.
missing a hand,
Yeah.
but I think it's just like a fist. And their legs look really tiny, but I think it's just the angle. I don't know, but I can't figure out what it is.
Huh. Yeah, it's like a weird foreshortening going on there.
Right. Next up, we got your boy, Space Groove. In a groovy galaxy, a million disco infernos away, a mysterious energy known only as the Groove brings music and prosperity to trillions of galactic citizens. But when the alien overlord Lysandra and her army of harsh vibes begin to enslave planets and suppress disco music, a new age of heroes rises to stop her and keep the party groovin'. This is Space Groove Teemo. Hailing from Boogie Wonderland, Teemo is so absorbed in the groove that he is the Groove. Literally. Leader of the Groove Guard, Captain Teemo scouts and maps the galaxy, trailing smaller boogies in his wake. His dream, to connect all the planets he can to the hyper-funk super vibe way.
Pretty fun.
Yeah. And I think this was... who was it? Was it Tarek that had the last Space Groove skin? Someone in the past 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Teemo's the one who recruited him.
Oh.
Then we got Snowdown Showdown.
God, this one's hideous.
Better start building that snow fort. And this is Happy Elf Teemo. He's just a happy elf. An elf renowned for his unflinching happiness in all things. Some people once believed that under Teemo's merry exterior lay the heart of a killer. Those naysayers soon vanished under completely normal circumstances.
Why is this the hardest one? What? I also can't. Every time I look at this, I know it's his hat, but it looks like he has like a fucking bowl
Right?
cut. That's
Yeah.
all I
He
see,
does.
and I hate it so much. Riot.
It's really fucking bad.
Don't say that to his face.
Okay, that's fair.
Disappear
God, I
in
am.
completely normal
Yeah, he'll stuff some
circumstances.
coal down your chimney.
If you know what I mean. Next up, we have Demonic. Set in a demonic realm where each champion is a servant or ruler of hell.
I love this one.
The little devil Teemo. And a great sign shall appear in the heavens, the light of the world fading from human memory, as all the evils once locked away rise again upon a wicked throne, the true Lord of Darkness seated thereon. Every living thing will know his laugh and be drowned in sin. Teemo, 16:3.
This one's so good.
pretty good.
He's so cute, though.
And this one had a cinematic. Well, this one didn't have a cinematic. This skin was in a cinematic. There Will Be Mayhem, which was the 2016 All-Star trailer, which is the half-animated, half-live-action showdown between Froggen and Clear Love, where a little devil Teemo pops out when Pentakill starts playing. Headbang and doing his thing.
This is what he turned into after Mordekaiser killed him.
Very good.
He was fine. Fun fact about this one, Bewitching Morgana and Bewitching Tristana summon Little Devil Teemo from the demonic universe, and Gatekeeper Galio, Little Demon Tristana, and Demon Vi are some of his underlings. It was also confirmed by a writer on boards, which makes it canon, that Little Devil Teemo is among the most powerful entities in all of the alternate universes. Along with the Dark Star, the Blood Moon, and Nightbringer and Dawnbringer.
Hell yeah.
I believe it.
Good for him.
Yeah, good for
you go,
him.
Teemo. You worked hard for that. Then we have Lunar Revel, which he's part of the Firecracker one. The Lunar New Year has arrived, and so has the party. With food and festivities to spare, it's all about ringing it in with friends and family. Now strike up a match and watch the fireworks. This one's Firecracker Teemo. Teemo cooks up his specialty steamed dumplings every year for the revel, and every year they're a big hit. Literally, those explosives pack a punch. Almost as much of a punch as the bill for all that property damage.
Wagga wagga.
What's the deal?
Oh, fuck.
This one does have a really adorable cinematic, though. It's Almost Home, where Teemo misses a train he's trying to catch, but he runs after it and catches it. And he's got his dumplings with him. He sees Tristana looking longingly at some ramen, so he offers her a dumpling, but Set walks by and steals it. Later, when a picture of Set and his mom gets blown overboard, Teemo is the one who jumps after it. And after everything malfunctions and everyone in the cinematic gets a chance to showcase their special abilities, other than Teemo, who's just here to cook, he makes it home to his massive family and sets off a firework to let people know, well, because, that's what you do for this holiday, but everyone knows it was his fireworks. So they all set off their own fireworks, too, to let them, it's a big bonding moment. Diana's too cool to set off a firework, so she just calls out the moon instead, like a big one-upper.
What a weirdo.
And then we have Star Voyagers, which is where astronauts fits in. Astronauts, hijinks, and adorable alien meeps. Defying gravity is just another day for these adventurous space protectors as they defend planet M33P and traverse the grand cosmos that await them. It spells meep. I saw the wheels turn in there.
Yeah. Thank you
He's
for
a genius.
This is Astronaut Teemo. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round again to find I've stepped on another Teemo land. Mine, oh no, no, no.
Wow.
And this is a cinematic Return to the Stars, which is a TFT Galaxies trailer. He's not, featured in it, but he's in it. he made it. Good for you.
You did it, Teemo.
Good for you.
Finally, the last one. We made it. Spirit Blossom. The Spirit Blossom Festival is an ancient and celebrated time in Ionia. When the door to the spirit world is opened, the dead return to their loved ones, and spirits of all manner turn their eyes towards the living. From the benevolent Kanmai to the obsessive Akana, their stories play out again and again, like shadows on a paper lantern. This one is Spirit Blossom Teemo. A trickster spirit and a child of the forest, Teemo is famed across Ionia as the embodiment of nature, though his more onerous accolade is the King of Pranks. A consummate gadfly and lover of all things annoying, his exploits in tricking mortals have graced the pages of Ionian history for hundreds of years. And this one, as we've heard, has a prestige skin, which this was when prestige had its own lore and was not just kind of the walkway lore, or the runway lore. Those are
No, they
different
walk.
things. They do walk. I don't know why they call it a runway. It's a misnomer. Prestige, having abstained from...
Could you imagine if they ran on the runway? Like, that was how modeling
Clotheslining.
Just running at full speed.
I would watch so many more
We
runway
watched
shows.
all of it.
It's like watching NASCAR. You're just watching for the wrecks, right?
Sorry,
Oh, no. Having abstained from pranking his best friend forever, literally once, the Spirit of Salvation has gifted Teemo with his wildest dream, becoming shiny and gold. Never one to leave anybody alone, ever. He has promised his BFF to prank them at every opportunity, every day, until they die and join him in the spirit realm. Good luck to them!
he was so fun in the Spirit Blossom Festival.
Yeah. For
Yeah.
the record, the BFF they're referencing in this bio is you, the player, from the Spirit Blossom
Yeah.
Festival.
What were you going to say, Mark? I'm sorry.
Oh, nothing. I was gonna say, are there director's notes on the lore for like stage direction for your voice there, like the intonation and stuff?
That's just a little flair I put in there. Just
Very
a little,
good.
little something, something.
There aren't notes, as far as I can see.
No, I just, it's off the dome. Now he's got a level up one, too, because he was in Legends of Runeterra. Eat them while they're fresh. Don't be shy. There's more than enough for everyone. I think you'll find the taste quite explosive. Blowing my friends up with spirit shrooms never gets old. Spirit Blossom Teemo. In case you didn't know who that quote was from.
Oh, okay.
Garen, 2022.
Now, there's another cinematic for this, Aoshin's Adventure, which is a TFT Fates trailer, where Aoshin's trying to find the way to the Golden Spatulas. He passes Jinx, Vhagar, Yuumi, Chonk, and Spirit Blossom Teemo, and finally makes it to the spatula, but his climb has just begun.
Chunk?
Yeah, he's the... You ever see the cinematics with that, like, big roly-poly guy who eats a lot? He's like a big furry... He kind of looks like a panda almost.
Oh, right, he's a TFT guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
That's Chonk.
Chunk. That's the French version.
Chonk.
It's getting worse.
Yeah.
Then we have The Path, an Ionian myth. This is the one where Ione died and went to the spirit realm, and he sees all the Spirit Blossom folks there, including Teemo. In fact, he was about to walk up a hill littered with Teemo statues when he gets pulled away from the path by the temptation of Thresh. But in my headcanon, he would have done anything to not walk towards Teemo, so we have Teemo to thank for Yone coming back and being the Yone we all know today.
Thanks.
Great. Thank.
I was also pulled away from the path by the temptation of Thresh. Visual novel.
I mean, Thresh can get it.
I was like, Riot, are you letting me romance Thresh right now? I never thought I'd want to, but here we are.
I'm hooked. finally, there's a visual novel
all right.
called Spirit Bonds that Spirit Blossom Teemo's in. So you're a player here, interacting with a bunch of spirits. So Teemo tricks you into eating a bunch of leaves, which, you know, he sorcelled, so they looked like food, but then, you know, you ate them and they were leaves.
Oh, no.
He notices the player actually isn't dead like most of the other people in the spirit realm, so he recruits him to help him prank folks. First is Thresh. He wants you to steal his lantern, offers to send you back to your world if you do it. He says not to worry, since you're alive, Thresh can't hurt you. So when you return with the lantern, you find out that was a lie. Teemo's actually pretty surprised you made it back, and says in no uncertain terms that Thresh definitely could have just torn you limb from limb.
But I made him fall in love with me instead.
That's true. That's how you get out of it. Then Teemo fills the lamp with mushrooms and puts it where Thresh will find it, but someone else finds it instead. And they end up playing a rock, paper, scissors match. And then Teemo comes back to you and reports back. But now you're best friends with Teemo because you helped him prank someone. Now next up he wants to prank the Spirit of Reflection, but it requires Kindred's Shadow Cloak to do it. So you do your own thing with Kindred. When you come back with the Shadow Cloak, you confront Teemo about not warning you that Kindred is the literal spirit of death, since mortals tend to die around that spirit. Teemo's kind of unfazed. He just wants you to use the cloak to ride on your shoulders and pretend to be a demon to scare the Spirit of Reflection. Kind of like those, two kids in a trench coat deal. But he promises to send you home afterwards. Since you're the bottom of this prank, you don't actually get to see the prank, but Teemo assures you it was hilarious. When you ask about being sent home, he mentions the cloak is stuck to you. Oh no, he can't send you home like that, for reasons. So you need spirit sap to unstick it from the spirit tree. So when you get back with this, Teemo combines the sap with magic to remove the cloak, then sends you back home. But you notice there are mushrooms in the lanterns in your home. And then you hear giggling. Aha, turns out it was all a prank. You're not home. It was just an illusion. You're pretty pissed at this point, but then he admits he really just doesn't want you to leave because you're his best friend.
I don't know if I'd be friends with someone like this.
Best friend! So you forgive him. Then he mentions that being best friends means that he can visit you in the living realm whenever he wants, so he doesn't actually need to keep you here. He can just help you get back home. So he gives you a map to get back home, and then if you give a petal to Teemo, which is what you do for this event if you wanted to romance someone, he'll use that petal to petal bomb Thresh's temple.
What a ride.
Right? That's AU Teemo right there.
Good stuff. But before we hop into anything else, I need to go make a bottle real quick.
Yeah, go for it.
We can pause for a quick second.
Pausing.
I'm not actually pausing, but...
Well, no, don't actually pause the audio.
Yeah.
This is all good stuff. This is our B-reel.
Oh, yeah, we always keep this in. Honestly, I usually do. Because I'm normally in an ARAM when I'm editing, and I'm like, I don't want to alt-tab out. I'm just kidding.
We're professionals.
I will alt-tab out if I have to.
And I specifically do the unedited video, so...
Yeah.
I don't have to cut it down at all.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the people pay for. And by pay for, I mean...
Go to YouTube for a week after all the other the episodes already posted.
Yeah. They're not always that late, just these past few weeks. Usually I get it out like a day or two after.
So how's it going, Felix? What time is it where you are?
It is 9:24.
Oh, same here.
Oh, okay.
My
That works out.
actually, I was supposed to work tonight, but I got my shift switched over.
Oh, nice.
Aw.
That's convenient.
And the person that I switched with, she actually is very excited that I got to be on the podcast. I got her into here, so
Aw. Nice.
Thanks.
she.
Hi, friend. What's her name?
Her name's Marissa.
Hi,
Hi,
Marissa.
You have no idea how much she's gonna squeal when she hears that. Actually, if
Well, now we've got to keep this in.
exactly,
Yeah.
actually, if she didn't have to work tonight, she was actually just gonna sit in my room and only hear like my side of everything. And
Which unfortunately wouldn't be a lot
Yeah.
because John is just talking at us for most of it.
There's just so much
I'm
just
so
random ass
sorry.
shit. I'm sorry. I'll shut up.
no, it's good. But she'll be more than happy.
Oh yay!
Whee!
Probably gonna stream some Dredge tonight.
Yeah,
I mean, if you're listening to this podcast when I say tonight, I mean
several days ago.
I'm gonna stream some Dredge several days ago. So join me there, folks.
Go find a time machine. I'm not gonna stream Dredge tonight.
That tracks.
Mm-hmm.
Although, you should.
Why?
Well, it'll be fun.
Oh, okay.
Start a new Dredge game. It's always a good time. I streamed my first 2 sessions, and then didn't stream anything. But because I was playing at 2 in the morning. I never knew if Poppy was gonna wake up, so I didn't want to stream it. And then now I'm right near the end. But so it's gonna be an Arcane style time jump. Where last time people saw me, I was just getting my ass kicked by a random fish, and now I'm summoning Eldritch Gods.
Spoilers.
I don't actually know if that's what I'm gonna do.
Oh, okay.
That is a pretty big skip, though.
I do have a sweet ship.
Yeah.
I do got a fully upgraded ship, though.
Hello.
Okay, I'm back.
You're
Sorry.
back.
Hi.
Just in time for the fun facts.
Ha.
Perfect.
There's not a ton of them, but there's 8. You know,
Okay.
that's fun fact number 1.
There's 8 fun facts. Well, now there's 9.
I didn't write that down, so I guess there's 9. First one: Omega Squad Teemo, Space Groove Teemo, and Teemo in Legends of Runeterra are voiced by Melissa Hutchinson, whom also voices Ash.
Ah.
Oh, neat.
Damn. That's range too.
Based on Legends of Runeterra card lore, Teemo uses his puff cap mushrooms as his noxious traps, which he gets from the black market of Zon.
Oh.
Yeah. So, he gets his money somehow. He's always restocking on those.
Do you think he's that one yordle in Son? Like the BDSM. Do you think that's Teemo?
It's a living. Oh, shit.
Maybe he's that other random yordle that's on the Chembaron Council. That's where he gets his money to
Maybe.
afford all the traps.
Okay.
Anyway, his Teemo dance references Badgers by Weeble.
Wow.
Those are words. What's
Holy
Weeble?
Shit.
Badger.
Oh, that? I don't think I knew it was called Weeble. We were literally just singing that while making dinner tonight.
Well, Weeble's
Really?
the person who released it, but the
Oh, okay.
thing is just Badgers.
Yeah.
Good night.
Yeah, we were
sure,
just literally
sure.
singing that tonight at dinner.
Badger.
Let's see. Teemo, Akshan, and Evelyn are the only champions who can be permanently stealthed through guerrilla warfare, going rogue, and demon shade, respectively.
That's how most people play him in ARAM.
Oh no, he went into their brush. He's just going to be there forever, isn't he? All right, well. Gotta hope for that cannon minion to walk by lane and blow his cover. Fiora draws Teemo's face in the air during her joke emote.
Oh.
Yeah.
Teemo, being the smallest champion in game, has led to the creation of a measurement unit named after him, which is used to calculate ranges now.
I like that. It's always
I've only
fun.
seen it in Teemo's, descriptions, because they're in his ability descriptions.
Oh, I actually don't know if I knew that they were in his ability description.
Yeah, like it's with the mushrooms, as you level it up, it'll be like you can throw them 1 Teemo away, and then you can throw them 2 Teemos away.
I didn't know that. That's funny.
That's good. I don't even have that fun fact. 10 fun facts, folks.
Woo!
Don't get too excited, Felix.
In the V100115 April Fool's Day patch, the following changes regarding Teemo were jokingly listed. Cuteness increased by 10%, and Teemo may no longer be the target of hostile attacks or abilities.
Y'all, I want to play Teemo now so bad.
Should all play Teemo. When's the next one for all
Right.
out?
Yeah.
No, God.
And finally, Riot created an Adobe Flash minigame dedicated to Teemo called Astro Teemo for April Fool's Day 2013, which was only unlocked by playing to a certain point of Cho'Gath Eats the World, which was another minigame they released on the same day.
Yeah, it was like the Nyan Cat thing, kind of, right?
Yeah.
Pretty fun.
Fun. Those are my fun facts.
They were great.
Good
And
facts.
fun.
That was Teemo. Any more thoughts? Any thoughts?
If you could rewrite Teemo lore now, just start from scratch, because that's basically we've got nothing anyway. Where does Teemo fit in everything? What's he up to?
I'd say I'm still gonna go with him being an Ixtal explorer.
I like that.
That fits for sure.
I think he's one of those champions who's like a vehicle for exploring the whole world, I kind of feel like. So it would just be like a good way to get into parts of Runeterra, like Ishtal, that you maybe don't have as an easy time having stories about them. I don't know. But from a nice, fun, kind of cutesy little perspective, maybe. Something like that.
Team him up with Rise.
Sure, something like that, yeah. Less serious. Way less serious, like a fun way of looking through a
Ezreal.
life.
Yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Ezreal would be a fun, yeah. I don't know where I would put him. I think that's the only thing that really fits, is that he's a scout for Bandle City and he goes off on his own and explores in areas where most Yordles wouldn't dare to go. That's all that really fits, which I'm totally fine, but just maybe write that in his bio and put it there.
I would like something similar to Rammus almost, where he's constantly trying to get these merit badges, right? But in doing so, he's constantly rescuing civilizations without realizing it, just like on accident in pursuit of these badges.
That's kind of fun.
So,
Yeah.
Rammus's followers roll down a hill in his honor. What would Teemo followers do? Do they just eat mushroom soup or something?
They get really high on poisonous mushrooms.
They just get fucking
Sure.
ripped and eat mushroom soup.
And then they also roll down a hill, but just for funsies. They're ripped out of their minds.
The first time was an accident, and then they just had to continue the tradition. Well, that is Teemo. Thank you so much for listening, and thank you so much for joining us, Felix.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sorry we didn't have much to discuss in terms of, Teemo's intricate
Well,
stories. but-
hopefully this will raise more awareness for Teemo. Maybe.
Yeah, this was truly an act of service for Riot. You owe us.
you owe us.
Well, yeah, that was Teemo. We have a Twitter. It's at Loreheads. And Twitch, twitch.tv/Loreheads. John streams. Well, he's streaming tonight, apparently. He's going to dredge. You can watch that VOD. Generally, he streams Saturdays. You can join in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there's
he
viewers.
does ARAMs and TFTs with viewers. And I stream on Mondays or Tuesdays. I did Tuesday this week. But the three of us and a couple other buds will do some Rift, sometimes ARAMs, stuff like that. We have Discord if you want to jump in, find some people to play the League with, discuss the lore, other things people talk about. I don't have my notes in front of me, so I don't remember what I plug. We have a Patreon. Thank you so much to all of our patrons.
But a very special thank you to our Medarda tier patrons: Big Man Gnomes, King of Hearts, Mr. Dead, Shupa Moustache, Trideca, and Where Can I Get Small Town Big Magic, Rebecca?
Oh, it's a book. Go to your local library. I don't know. Hang on, let me find the author.
I like to imagine that this wasn't like,
I talked about it. I don't think it was when both of you were gone and I was by myself in the podcast. and I didn't know what to talk about, and I was like, I'll talk about what book I'm currently reading.
I like to imagine that he wasn't referencing the book. He's just wondering where he can get himself a small town big magic Rebecca.
I don't know. Watch Gilmore Girls. It's by Hazel Beck. Yeah, I mean, I'm a huge advocate for local libraries. Highly recommend. You probably have more there than you realize. Or your local indie bookstore. And if you can't go there, Barnes & Noble. And if you can't go there, Amazon, I guess.
But you spit on
That's where you get
on the
books.
delivery driver when they bring you that book.
Oh my god, no!
You deface that Barnes & Noble. No, I'm just playing.
If you were all being held hostage by, the Teemo, the Omega Squad Teemo of all Teemos, I would rescue you.
Damn.
Okay.
You'd
But-
try.
I would try,
Let's see.
but you'd be surprised how fast fur burns.
Yeah. Ignites.
And hairy. Also, we have a YouTube where I post shorts.
Oh yeah, I
for
forgot
all
about the
these, so
YouTube. Sorry.
Check out the YouTube too.
Yeah, the shorts are fun. You can watch when Mark got his face blinded the other week. That was really fun.
Yeah, well, my vision came back. It's fine.
That's good. Finally, just now.
Oh, fuck, you're wearing Teemo hats.
And be sure to join us next week for a much longer episode as we talk about the Chain Warden Thresh.
Oh, shit.